Hello, friends, and welcome to today's meditation. Feel free to get a journal or a cup of tea or some water, lie down, whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. So, today's meditation is more of a reflection or a contemplation on looking back at the last year, all the joy and sorrow that happened to all of us. So, yeah, get cozy and I will ring the bell. So, let's start with creating a container for our practice. Feeling the ground underneath us, the earth ever present. Feeling into space around us, the air on our skin. Maybe there's some soft or not so soft noises. And letting yourself orient to the sounds. Eyes open or gaze lowered and softened. Eyes closed, all is good. And taking some deep breaths to arrive in this moment. And as we start to reflect on our year past, just remembering to do it with loving kindness. So may we look upon this last year with gentle and tender attention. May I be kind to myself as I reflect. So first, I'll start with an easy one. What brought you the most joy this year? So you can dream about it, think about it, write about it. What brought you the most joy last year? Maybe it's a person, a place, an activity. Whatever's easiest. And noticing the sensations that arise as you think to what brought you the most joy last year. Beautiful. Okay. And the next reflection is what made you feel most alive last year? Maybe it's the same, maybe it's different. What or who made you feel the most alive? Where, maybe? Noticing what arises in the body, those feelings of aliveness. And when you're ready, you can come back to the anchor of your breath or sounds, letting yourself integrate the aliveness and joy in your body. And now we'll bring our awareness to something you discovered this year, something that's new to you. Maybe it was a new thought or new activities or actions. What did you discover this last year? Maybe it's a habit. So just give yourself a moment to think about some new things you did last year. Remembering to breathe and feel your seat, feel your butt. Coming back to the new things you might have done last year. What's it like to know that you did do some new things last year? What's it like in the body? You can lengthen the spine and widen, taking up your space. Maybe there's some gladness in the new things you did. Maybe they were tricky, but you did them. And if you like, for this part, you can put a hand on your heart or not, and just acknowledging any losses in the last year. Maybe you lost work or people, housing, any kind of loss. Maybe there's some grief there. Maybe it's health. So just take a moment with tender, loving care with that grief of what you may have lost. And you can let your grief get as big as you like here. You can take some big breaths or sighs if that feels supportive. Lean back. May this heart heal and feel ease again around these losses. Letting time support us and letting go. And resting in that truth of impermanence. Whether we like it or not, life is impermanent. Everything is. So we can let go of that resistance and just know that everything's changing. And letting that integrate into the system for a minute. And let's look at the next question I've prepared, which is the patterns of thoughts that have shaped your last year. So, what thoughts have been unhelpful to you, and what thoughts have supported your growth? Remembering that Buddha said that all actions spring from thoughts. So, just take a moment thinking about your thoughts, both skillful and unskillful. And some of these thoughts may bring us a lot of suffering, remembering that we have a choice to end suffering. We have a choice to end these thoughts. And maybe also you've had some thoughts that were skillful. So checking in about thoughts that helped you. And thanking this part of you or the universe that helps us have these thoughts that support our nervous systems, support our hearts, bodies, and minds. And how these thoughts want to be heard and how our bodies want to move towards health and healing. And as we come closer to the end of the meditation today, maybe we could check in with our older self, our gray haired self, our wiser self, and just be here for any messages, any advice they want to give us. So we'll take a few minutes here. Remembering to breathe as this wisdom is being downloaded. And let this advice from your older, wiser self come down through loving kindness channels, not criticism channels. Just slowing down and listening deeply. Amazing. I hope some great knowledge came down from your older, wise self. So let's dedicate the merit of this reflection. May any insights we have found today benefit all beings that are in our lives, known and unknown, friends, family, and strangers. And may we move forward with greater wisdom and compassion towards ourselves and others. So, as we close, let's take a big clearing breath, clearing out the year past and inviting all this joy, aliveness, and wisdom into the coming year. And let's take another. One more. Great. And feel free to stretch or move in any way you like. And the Donna info is in my bio or underneath on the YouTube. And also, I wanted to tell you about January Meditation Challenge. So in January, we'll be meditating here. Well, not here, but there's a link in the bio for the meditations and on YouTube. But actually, if you want to meditate every day or most days or even for a week, just register and I will send a Zoom link and we'll actually be together. My colleagues Parneet and Dawn have encouraged me to do this. Um, so I think there's about 11 people signed up so far, so it's not too big, and we'll be meditating together. And for my month of January, we'll be doing somatic meditations, and Parneet will be doing metta in February, and Dawn will be doing, I think, meditations from lying down from bed. So we have 3 months of 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time offerings. So you're warmly welcome if you would like to come. Let me know how you are in the chat, and I will end the YouTube. Thanks for coming.